All right, I think we'll go ahead and kick this off. And then if people join as we're going, they're welcome to join us. So good morning and a warm virtual welcome to day 2 of this year's Better Business Summit. I'm Jackie McKnight, and I'm a vice president at Your Better Business Bureau serving Connecticut. Whether you were able to join us yesterday for some of the sessions, or if you're joining us today for the first session, welcome. We hope you can take away some tangible information that you can implement in your business today. The Better Business Summit truly is one of our favorite events of the year. It allows us to work with business leaders, industry experts, and our accredited businesses to help other businesses from throughout our state, providing everyone with relevant, timely, and hyper-focused information to help you continue to learn, to grow, and to thrive. As with most things, these past 2 years have looked a little bit different as businesses were forced to pivot and adapt, and our once in-person 500 plus person event had to go virtual. And we were glad to be able to continue to be a resource through this time and a trusted guide to help strengthen Connecticut's marketplace and switch to a virtual format. The theme of this year's event is Resolve to Evolve. And each presentation that you're able to attend will center around just that. If the past year and a half taught us anything, it's that nothing is constant. And we all need to be able to embrace change and continuously adapt to grow and prosper. Now let's talk about today's schedule. Today, we hope you can take the time to really disconnect from what's going on around you and absorb the information that you hear, to be able to think critically about how you can apply it in your life, in your business, in your role, in your career, and more. Today's sessions will include this first session kicking off shortly with our SBA Resource Partners here in Connecticut. The topic is Assistance to Small Businesses Beyond Mentoring. Then there'll be a brief break, and at 12 o'clock, you can join us for Working Remotely, Successfully and Securely in 2021, and a look to the future with accredited business Rad Computing. Then at 1 o'clock, you can hear from Maureen Ross-Jem of Emerge Leadership Academy, and she'll be talking about how you can build agility at work and helping to develop your emotional intelligence so that you can work better with your staff and better engage with everybody, staff and clients and customers. And then at 2 o'clock, there is a workshop that we're very excited about with long-term accredited business, Pitney Bowes. And it's going to be about making your business future ready through design thinking. There's definitely still time to register for any of these sessions. So if you see something here, you want more information on it, definitely pop over to betterbusinesssummit.com and click on the program registration tab. And once you're there, you can see not only the title of the session, but a little breakdown of what you will actually learn during the session. And even if you can't attend something today, I would recommend clicking over to it and registering anyways, because then you will be sent the recording and any information or collateral that we have with that session, so you can watch it afterwards. There's still time to register for any of these sessions. So definitely take a chance to go over to the site and do that. As you can see, there'll be 15-minute breaks between each session. So you'll have time to stretch, use the restroom, grab a snack, especially if you're planning to attend all the sessions. And then at the end of each session, there will be time for some Q&A. So if you have any questions throughout any of these sessions, please put them in the chat box or the question box. And Matt from our BBB staff will be on, and he'll be helping to moderate those questions today. Now, without further ado, I would like to introduce today's kickoff event with our SBA Resource Partners from the Connecticut SBA office. And they will be talking about assistance to small businesses beyond mentoring. The Connecticut office of the U.S. Small Business Administration, or SBA, is one of our greatest partners here in Connecticut, and they are a wealth of knowledge in a wide array of areas for your business. Today, you'll hear from Catherine Marx, who is the District Director of SBA here in Connecticut, and Moraima Gutierrez, Assistant District Director for Economic Development here at the Connecticut SBA office. You'll be able to learn today about the valuable resources that the SBA has available to small businesses throughout the Small Business Administration. No matter what your industry or your experience, the SBA Resource Partners has something to help you and your business evolve through all stages of the business life cycle. And I'm now going to turn off my screen share and turn it over to our partners at the SBA.
Thank you, Jackie. And thank you, SBA, BBB, and for all our small businesses and our businesses that are on the call. We are just Moraima and I are so pleased to be here. We're going to go through a very thorough slide deck that's really going to go from A to Z about the resources that the SBA has to help you start, grow, expand, and for many recover during the very unprecedented times that we've all been through. For the SBA, while we've been around for 59 years, not me personally, really a lot of people got to know the SBA last year through our PPP, our Paycheck Protection Program loan. It was a loan that was put forth amidst the darkest times in our disaster to help our businesses keep employees on the payroll and recover during the economic disaster. And we believe here at the Connecticut District Office that that really has opened up the opportunity for more businesses to take a look at SBA and understand all that we have to offer. No matter what stage your business is at, whether you're just in the early stage of having that idea and wanting to take it through the entrepreneurship to start a small business, or whether you currently have a business and you either want to grow or you want to really look at your marketing or need some money to expand, SBA has the resources to help you and guide you through that process. As Jackie told you, I'm on this line today with my colleague, Moraima Gutierrez, and we are going to share the slide deck going through a series of our resources. So Moraima, I'm going to let you start off by talking about our SBA Resource Partner Network.
Will do. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. We want you to know all about our SBA, what we call Resource Partner Network, because these resource partners are really going to help you access the right tools at the right time, really wherever you are in the nation, because we are obviously, a national agency. So we have offices in every single state within the United States, including Guam, including Hawaii. So even if you're on vacation and you get a great idea on becoming an entrepreneur, there will be an SBA office within a United States territory that can help you access the resources that you need. So when you need reliable advice to start or grow your businesses, the SBA, we can connect you with these experts. They understand the business climate at both the national level as well as the specific region or market. Again, remember, if you're on vacation and you get a great idea, you can access a resource partner locally. So our resource partner network, they can help you extend your reach as we serve, our small business community outside of our district offices, different places within the United States, whether you need to create a successful business plan, whether you need expert advice on expanding your business, whether you need to train your team of staff, of employees. The SBA makes sure you're never far from the assistance that you may need. We have millions of business owners on a yearly basis that receive counseling and training through the SBA Resource Partner. And so we have here an easy website to remember, sba.gov/local assistance. All you have to do is type in your zip code and you will find the resources available to you in that city or town. So when you think about what resource partners are right for you, we're going to talk a little bit about the resource partners that we have available. And you can decide which ones are right for you. They may all be right for you, but that's not a bad thing. You can access all of our resource partners at no cost. So no cost, and the term free is going to be a term that we're going to use very, very loosely, because the reality is that all these resources are paid for by taxpayer dollars. So you have access to all these great resources. The first one I'm going to mention is SCORE. SCORE is the largest network of free volunteer business mentors in the nation. In Connecticut, we're fortunate to have 6 chapters with over 300 mentors statewide. So this mentorship advice comes from real world business executives. A lot of the counseling was always done in person. Since the pandemic, 99.9% of the consulting is done virtually, but nevertheless, our business mentors offer free online workshops, webinars. So no matter what stage your business is in, SCORE has a mentor for you. Different also industries, such as if you're looking for advice with something that has to do with the legal aspect of your business, if you're looking maybe to go into a franchise, if you're looking to expand your marketing opportunities, there's a SCORE mentor out there for you. So it's easy to request a mentor to help you start or grow or transition your business. We have 6 chapters, one in Fairfield County. We have Greater Hartford SCORE. We have the Greater New Haven chapter. We have the Northwest Connecticut chapter, which covers all of, let's say, the Litchfield Hills area. We have Southeastern SCORE that covers all of the shoreline. And we have the Western Connecticut chapter. So again, 6 chapters and 300 mentors. We cover every single, I would say, town within the state of Connecticut. So just to know, here is the website for them. If you don't need to memorize all 6 of these, but you just need to think about going on to www.score.org. Again, just type in your zip code and it will connect you with the chapter in your area of business. Our next resource partner is our Small Business Development Center. Again, offering free business consulting to help you get started, to grow, to thrive. Our Connecticut Small Business Development Centers trained and experienced full-time advisors work with a variety of small businesses in all industries and stages of development by providing no-cost advisory services. Again, if they can help you, if you're in the very, very early stages, they can help you with the business plan. But again, if you're also in a stage of developing, let's say, growth, you've maybe reached a plateau, our Small Business Development Center subscribes to quite a few marketing analytical tools, such as Growth Wheel, that can definitely provide not free, but at low cost marketing analysis to you and help you think about your business a little bit more holistically, help you access the resources that you need to help you get to the next level. Most recently, I was speaking to an advisor. They were working with a small business owner that needed to create an HR manual, because they start with 1 employee, next thing you know, now they have almost 10 employees, very, very quick, fast growth, and not a lot of time to look at those details in terms of, HR best practices and an HR manual for their employees. So again, sometimes you start, again, you're just a one person show, and next thing you know, you've had to hire people quickly and you haven't really had time to, get those things down pat. But this is just an example of what an SBDC can do for your small business. Another one of our resource partners is our Women Business Center. And our women business centers provide free, again, low cost counseling and training to focus on women who want to start, grow, or expand their business. Comprehensive training and counseling on a variety of topics in several languages. Again, I myself sometimes will assist them in doing Spanish speaking. They do Portuguese, and they've also done webinars in Chinese language. So very, very vast array of I would say, programs that they can offer. So just a little bit about our Women Business Center. They're part of a national network of entrepreneurship centers throughout the United States and its territories, partially funded by the SBA. And they're designed to assist women in starting and growing small businesses. Part of the mission is to level the playing field for women entrepreneurs who still face unique obstacles in the business world. So in Connecticut, we are fortunate. We have 4 women business centers. Again, we are so fortunate in Connecticut to have access to such valuable resources and in very close proximity. So we have one in Hartford that is spearheaded under our University of Hartford's Entrepreneurial Center. And we have another one in Stanford. We have another one in New Haven, which is South Central. And we have another one in New London serving the southeastern shoreline. And those 3 women business centers are under the umbrella of our Women Business Development Council. Again, wonderful resources. They can help you with any type of not only business planning, they can help you put together a loan package. They can help you access federal contracts and access to credit. So again, from soup to nuts, everyone on this call today is in a different place in their business. But just know that these resources are available to you no matter what stage of business you're in. So we have here our Veteran Business Outreach Center. If you are a veteran of the U.S. military or a military spouse looking for counseling or training or transition assistance, our Veteran Business Outreach Center, who we call the Vboc, is a program that's designed to provide these entrepreneurial development centers. Again, business training, counseling, resource partner referrals. And this is all for our transitioning service members, veterans, National Guard, reserve members, military spouses. Again, if you're in any of these, I would say, brackets, and you're looking to start or grow a small business, we have 22 organizations across the United States participating in the Veteran Business and Outreach Program. In Connecticut, we participate as a region, what we call Region 1, serving all 6 New England states. Our Veteran Business Outreach Center happens to be housed in Providence, Rhode Island, but they serve all of the New England states. And I have here an email and a website. Again, all you need to remember is Vboc, VBOC, newengland.com. Okay, and I am going to pass the baton over to Catherine Marx.
Thank you, Moraima. And so Moraima just went through, a lot of great resources. And I just want to reiterate the fact that all of these are free to our Connecticut small business owners and entrepreneurs. So when you want to go get a business advising session at the Small Business Development Center, that actually is free. Moraima and I can give you countless success stories I can think of a dairy farmer in Eastern Connecticut that wanted to work on their marketing, and they were greatly benefited from the Connecticut Small Business Development Center. And I can think of numerous women-owned small businesses that have been helped by our network of women business development council, our network there, and our entrepreneurial center in Hartford. And our SCORE chapters, we have 6 of them in Connecticut, and we're really proud of them because they have really risen to the top in the nation based on their work. These are mentors that want to work with you, the small business and entrepreneur, and they're sharing their advice. So just imagine you're starting your journey to own and operate a tool and die shop. Having someone who's already done that before work by your side is just really going to have lots of benefits to your business. And again, all of these that I have mentioned are free. These are free services that are just waiting for you to come. And working with the government and hearing this presentation, at times you're going to feel like it's alphabet soup. So know that Moraima is going to put into the chat box our resource guide, and this will have it all very detailed. In addition, if you follow us on Twitter, SBA_Connecticut, you're going to often see information that we put up about very specific webinars we're doing or other opportunities. But now, sorry for that commercial break. Now I'm going to talk about growing and expanding your business. So a small business often meets challenges as they're growing and expanding. And this is where the SBA can help. And one of the really big topics I like to talk about is government contracting. Why? Because that is where the money is, folks. Just let's look at the numbers. The US government is the largest consumer, buying all kinds of products and services. But what is that number? They buy almost $500 billion worth of products and services. Yes, 500 billion. And what's so important is that there is a law that says that 23% of that 500 billion must be set aside for small businesses that are disadvantaged, for businesses that are just small, for businesses that are women-owned, for businesses that are in a hub zone, and for businesses that are service disabled veteran-owned. So all of those have separate categories. So government contracting is key to something that we do here in the Connecticut District Office. Now, government contracting isn't for everybody. You have to answer a few questions. First of all, does the government buy the products and services that you're selling? Are you able to fulfill the government contracts on time with materials? Is your business located in the United States? And is a majority owner of your business a US citizen? All of these questions have to be answered before you start the process, but certainly getting into government contracting can help you grow your business. Where can we help? Where can the district office help? You'll see on the next slide that we can help to make sure that your business is structured correctly, has the capability to do government contracting, and that you're able to find contractors. And one of the resource partners that we work with is the Connecticut Procurement Agency, and we'll give you a number. We'll give that slide in a few minutes, not quite yet, but they're also able to help you. So government contracting, again, it's $500 billion, and the government has to, by law, set aside 23% for small businesses. So this is certainly a way where you can grow your business, grow your capabilities. On the next slide, we're going to talk a little bit about the set-asides. When I mentioned the set-asides, I mentioned, certain brackets, as Moraima said, and those are where you might need to get a certification, or where there might be a specific program. So when you're looking at government contracts, we have a few areas where you can really make your business stand out. First of all, we're going to talk about the 8A Business Development Program. This is not a certification. This is actually a 9-year business development program. It is intense. We are very proud to have a number of businesses in Connecticut that are doing this program. But just the application alone, you're going to need the Connecticut District's office help in the application. So not every, let me make sure you understand this, not every federal contract has to be an 8A program. The 8A program is a business development program. So it is a specific program to help your business grow. It includes free business education, training workshops, matchmaker opportunities. So again, just as I said before, your business has to be owned and controlled by a US citizen. You have to have some kind of track record of success and demonstrate continued success. And you can't have, your net worth has to be, you have to have assets under $4 million. So you have to have adjusted gross income of less than $250,000 and assets under $4 million. We have a terrific business opportunity specialist in the Connecticut District Office, Tanisha Baptiste, who can help with the business development program. The next type of set aside we have in government contracting is for our hub zone. What is a hub zone? A hub zone is when your business is in a historically underutilized business zone. Most likely that's going to be in our low to moderate income communities. And we are very interested in talking to you about that at the Connecticut District Office. The next certification is our women-owned small business certification, WOSB. But as I said before, with the federal government, you can end up just getting tongue-tied with all of these acronyms. So to be a women-owned small business, to get that certification, you go to sba.gov/WOSB, or on the slide, we also are suggesting that you can go into certified.sba.gov. Some things to make you eligible to be a women-owned small business. It must be controlled by one or more women who are US citizens. The woman must hold the highest officer position in the company, and the woman must manage the daily businesses and operations. You register, then you need to register at sam.gov, sam.gov, which is our system for awards management. And then you submit your documents into Certify, which you see down there, certifi.sba.gov. So that is the process to become a women-owned small business, to have the certification. And for our service disabled veterans owned, we also have a certification. And if you are looking into this, that is sba.gov/OVBD. And Moraima mentioned our Veteran Business Development Office that is located in Providence. They can certainly help you with this, but you must keep in mind that the SBA doesn't officially certify this designation. So we will determine whether your business meets the eligibility status, ownership, and the ownership controls. So federal contracting is a very, very interesting way to grow your business. There are some hoops, but don't get put off by all of the acronyms. Once you start the process, again, the Connecticut District Office is here to help you along the way. And if you're sticking with us here, now we're going to go into the All Small Mentor Protege program. If you are looking for an opportunity to partner with an experienced firm for mentorship, this is the program for you. They can help you strategize contracting and partnership opportunities, and they can help you with navigate the bidding and acquisition process. We all know that bidding on jobs can be, having experience, having a mentor who's been through that can definitely be beneficial. And they can also help you manage contracts by securing the appropriate business and financial systems. That obviously is a key for any of us running our small businesses. So if you are ready to gain invaluable direction and experience, this is the program for you within our government contracts. And you would visit the local SBA office again to get more information. And you must be, to be in this program, you must be a for-profit company, and you cannot, mentors cannot own more than 40% equity in the protege's business. So you really have to be separate from the other business. So again, the mentor protege is another opportunity within our contracting array of services through the SBA. And the next slide is another resource adding on to what Moraima said. And we call it PTAC. I don't want to give you another acronym, but this is the Procurement Technical Assistance Center. Here in Connecticut, it is located in Groton, but they do work throughout the state. This is going to help you. They're going to help you determine whether your business is ready for federal contracting. They're going to make sure that you can get through that registration. I talked about the sam.gov for the system awards management and the women-owned small business. They're going to help you get through any of the certification that you need, just help you walk through it. And they're going to also see if you're eligible for these certifications in the first place. So again, the Procurement Technical Assistance Center, we call it PTAC. And so for Connecticut, it's CT PTAC. And go to them along with us to get help for your government contracting. And next, we're going to move into capital. We all know that our businesses need capital to grow and expand. And the SBA has a number of ways to help you get that funding. It can come in 4 varieties. On the next slide, you'll see that we offer SBA-backed loans. We have opportunities and programs for private investors. We have R&D awarded funds, and we have really a unique program with our Surety Bonds that can help you get that surety bond for your contracting. No matter what industry you are in, no matter how long you've been in business, these programs can help you secure the funding resources that you need. So I'm going to start with the first one. The first one is the SBA backed loans. So if you need a business, small business, we have loans. The loans are very attractive. Number one, they have a longer repayment terms. They have lower payments. They have no prepayment penalties. This will give you the flexibility for your business while you're meeting some of your other financial obligations. Our SBA loans guarantees make it possible for small business to get access to capital where a bank might not necessarily have worked with you before, knowing that the SBA is guaranteeing your loan can get you to that yes that you need. We also have a microloan program, and we're going to get to it a little bit later, but what you need to know is when you are looking for a loan from SBA, we can match you with a lender. So these loans with SBA are SBA backed, SBA guaranteed. You are not actually taking out a loan from the SBA. So that's a really important clarification, because people get confused with the Paycheck Protection Program. You went to the lender. That's exactly what you would do here to get that loan. On the next slide, you're going to see how can an SBA loan help you. We all know what capital does. It can help you with repairs. It can help you with startups. It can help you make purchases. Accessing revolving credit, our lines of credit are really unique. We actually have capital lines of credit that can help you, and we have contracting lines of credit. If you have a contract and you need a line of credit to get the resources for that contract, there is actually an SBA product out there for you. We all know that, hopefully you want to expand your facilities here in Connecticut. These SBA backed loans can help you purchase inventory, purchase land or real estate. We have a very specific program for you. That is our 504 program, and that can help you purchase land or real estate, and exporting. We have a very specific exporting product for you. So again, the SBA has an array of products, no matter where you are, where your business is at the stage, whether you're trying to fill a contract, whether you are trying to buy inventory, whether you are trying to purchase land or real estate, or whether you are exporting, we have a product. And one of the things you need to know is one of the best ways to get a loan, and if you're in business, you know this, is to be bank ready. And that's where you can take a little bit of what Moraima said and a little bit of what I'm saying now, is that to be bank ready, I can think of no better way to get everything organized and to get another look at your financials, at your business plan, at your marketing plan, than in using one of our resources that we've talked about. Our resource partners, SCORE, the Connecticut Small Business Development Center, our Women's Business Development Council, and our Entrepreneurial Center in Hartford, all can help you prepare the business plans, can help you prepare your financial statements, just looking over them to make sure that you are bank ready and get you to that yes. So I talked about this before. We have a lender match. So we have a number of lenders that will help you get to that yes. But what do you need to do? You need to go to sba.gov/lender match. Describe what your small business needs. Describe what you need as an entrepreneur, and you will get feedback from the lenders. And then you'll have an opportunity to talk to a number of lenders to see what they think is appropriate for you, and what appropriate SBA product is for you. And what's really important is that these are all approved SBA lenders. So these are going to help you get on that right track right away. So instead of going down the street and talking to every other bank, this way you're going to know which banks actually work with the SBA, and you can get these products and services to help you get that capital you need. But of course, we do need to, at the SBA, we do need to make sure that you are credit worthy. This is taxpayer dollars, and we want you to have success. So to determine your success, we like to use the 5C model. And we would go through this whether you talk at the district office or whether you talk with one of our resource partners. Do you, as a borrower, can you demonstrate character? That's sound credit reports, steady payment history. That defines your character. You're going to need that if you go for a SBA-backed loan. What is your cash flow? Can you repay this loan? How much other existing or personal expenses or debt do you have? You're going to have to do a cash flow analysis, because in order to get to yes, in order to get that loan, you are going to have to prove that you can indeed repay that loan. Collateral. Often with our loans, you do have to offer some collateral to the lender. And this is in the event, unfortunately, if the loan is not repaid. The collateral can come in many forms. It can be personal assets and or business assets. It's all going to be determined by the size of your loan and the product that you're going for. And capitalization. What is this? This is your business assets, your retained earnings, your owner's equity, and all this other collateral that the bank wants to know about, because you need to, for no better words, have skin in the game. That's what is going to make you be successful. And of course, there's always outside conditions that will affect your ability to repay the loan. We're going to have to look at those. And I think really this is where our SBA Resource Partners show their true worth. And particularly as Moraima said, our Small Business Development Center has a proprietary tool regarding marketing. So these other conditions in this 5C model, that would include market conditions, who your competitors are. What are your industry trends? Are you trying to open up a restaurant in the midst of a pandemic? What are your competitors, on the street in the area? You really want to have these before you want to have these 5 C's understood forwards and backwards before you go to get that capital funding. Whew, this is a lot here. And we're going to move on. We talked a little bit about private investors. Now, this is mainly for, these are some private investors that have partnered with the SBA. And I'm going to throw out another acronym. I'm very sorry. These are called Small Business Investment Companies, SBICs. And why would you want the SBICs? The next slide is going to say how they can help you grow your operations. If you have a strong financial performance and you have some really promising prospects, then probably SBIC is going to help you grow and expand. How? Through their connections and expertise in the industry, and investment in your product. And that could come in a number of ways. That could come in debt, equity, or a combination of both. So the SBA doesn't invest directly into the small business. I think that needs to be clear. The SBA does not invest here. What we do is we provide funding for the SBICs, the small business investment companies. So that is a really, it's a unique option, the SBICs, and those are licensed and regulated by the SBA. And then here in Connecticut, we really have some exciting things going on in research and development. And in the next slide, we're going to talk about 2 more programs. And unfortunately, I have 2 more acronyms for you: the Small Business Innovation Research and the Small Business Technology Transfer. These programs are hyper-focused, technology-focused small businesses, and we're really looking here to fund research and development or prototyping operations. And these are federal grants. And what's really exciting about these is that we work with other federal agencies. So while the SBIRs and STTRs, while they're organized by the SBA, this allows other federal agencies to fund promising technology. And this helps an entrepreneur not give up all of their equity or ownership in the company. We operate with the Department of Energy, the National Science Foundation, the Department of Education, and the Department of Navy. All have these SBIR problems. They're not for everybody, but if you do have an interest, the SBIR.gov is right there, or you certainly can give the Connecticut District Office a call. And then lastly, I am going to finish up the program about funding and capital and growing by talking about surety bonds. I think this is one of our most underutilized opportunities for small businesses to succeed. So if you are in construction, supply, service sector, and you need to get a SBA surety bond to help you receive bonding assistance for you to get that contract, this is where the SBA can come in. So how do we come in for this? We come in for startup firms and businesses that are there for less than 3 years. Maybe your business has some credit issues, or you have some, you can't get bonding elsewhere. This is the opportunity for you to come in. So if you need a surety bond fast, we have the ability for contracts over 400,000 through our SBA Quick program. So make sure that you reach out to us. The Surety Bonds is on our website. And again, I think this is a unique opportunity where we can come in to help your business. So this is for all contracts and subcontracts up to $6.5 million. The SBA will actually guarantees your bid, payment, and performance through a bond issued by one of our companies. So that was a lot. We talked about loans, the SBA guarantee products, microloans, our SBIRs, our surety bonds. All of those are ways that we can, at the SBA, help your business grow and get capital. I am going to turn that back over to you now, Moraima.
Thank you, Catherine. Okay, so again, sky's the limit with SBA, right? So, we want you to think about, we really want you to think about your business as you're growing it, or whether you're in the startup phase, or just kind of the idea, right? The business plan. Think about, not just, launching your business, but think about when you create your business plan and you do your financial projections, which is always about 3 years of financial projections, kind of go beyond that, right? We have, again, the federal contracting program, as Catherine mentioned earlier. If you have a product or service that you think the government, you can sell to our federal government, think about what are, these next opportunities that we have, right? Exporting is huge. And sometimes we think of our customer being maybe our neighbors or folks in our community or in the next town over. But what about your next customer being someone overseas, right? So we have here some data that'll show you that nearly 96% of the consumers live outside of the US. And 2/3 of the world's purchasing power is in foreign countries. So that's a lot of growth potential that sometimes, folks aren't considering. So we have here an assessment tool such as similar to the one we have for federal contract, where you can evaluate your readiness and you can learn more by, by hitting sba.gov/exporting. And, it's a quick checklist, and it'll kind of give you a good idea to see if you do have a product or service that you can sell overseas, once you're up and running and have, some experience under your belt. We have here what we call export assistance centers, where you can receive the counseling and training to get you to export. And again, once you've been in business for a few years, this is not something that you're going to do right from the get-go as soon as you kind of start selling or delivering your services. This is something that you're going to do when you're a few years already in business. You're going to take a look again at that assessment list that I talked about. And you're going to seek out counseling and training. And again, all this is completely free through our export assistance centers, through our small business development centers. These are all our resource partners. What it's going to do is it's going to help. They're going to assess your business. They're also going to be able to potentially match you with the country, with a country or countries that can be potential clients for you. Again, we also have what we call our state trade expansion program, which helps you find buyers internationally. So let's say you want to go to Mexico to the next expo that's going to be exhibiting those types of services that you're looking to sell or products. Our state trade expansion program is a grant that can help you pay for the registration fees, for your marketing materials, for the booth, for everything that you're going to need to be able to showcase your goods overseas. So this is a really good grant called we call it STEP. Again, we're all about acronyms, State Trade Expansion Program. And in the state of Connecticut, our STEP, the SBA STEP grant is administered through our Department of Economic and Community Development. And so we have export funding. So we can take you from, again, number 1 to number 3. To get export funding with our Export Express loans, we have export working capital loans, and we have international trade loans. So if you're ready to explore exporting, our export assistance centers are throughout our major metropolitan areas throughout the United States. In Connecticut, we happen to be based out in Middletown, and we work closely with our U.S. Export Assistance Center. Again, in other states, some are located within Department of Commerce or in the Export-Import Bank. But local here, we stand alone in Middletown, and we count on the expertise of our regional export finance manager, Joe Raycroft. He can assist you with the loan package and kind of talk to you about the opportunities in terms of lines of credit and things of that nature. But nevertheless, like I mentioned earlier, our Export Assistance Center, our SBDC, these are wonderful resource partners that can help guide you along the steps. So by the time you're ready to go see our regional export finance manager, Joe, you already have a plan in place as to kind of who, what, where, and when. And so Joe's going to help you with the financial piece of that. So we also have another branch of the Small Business Administration that very few people know about. But again, I think the our COVID pandemic has, if anything, it's shown us that we can triumph over the adversity and we can recover. And with SBA, we have a disaster loan assistance program to help your small businesses. Because unfortunately, when a disaster strikes, an estimated 25% of businesses don't reopen after a major disaster. And that's a lot, that's 25%. So again, we have businesses can protect themselves with an up-to-date action plan. And so we want you to know that when a disaster strikes, the SBA is there for you. We have affordable and accessible loans to get your business, your home, and your life back on track. And so when we talk about disasters, we talk about tornadoes, hurricanes, floods. And so our disaster recovery loan can cover real estate, it can cover personal property, it can cover economic injury, machinery and equipment, it can cover inventory. And again, if you're an active duty military, it can cover that, it can cover those, that personal injury as well. So we want you to know that this is another side of SBA that you may have not been familiar with, but nevertheless, we are here. What we can show you is that in 2017, during 2017, we had 3 hurricanes that hit in about 30 days, Hurricanes Maria, Irma, and Harvey. The SBA approved over 130,000 loans, a total of $6.7 billion. That was back in 2017. Now, fast forward to 2020 and 2021, where we put together these loan programs, the Paycheck Protection Program, our debt relief on our traditional SBA loans, such as the 7A, 504, and microloans, our economic injury disaster loan, our targeted idle advance, and the supplemental targeted advance, our shuttered venue operators grant, and restaurant revitalization fund. These are major programs that have assisted our small businesses in the last year and a half to help them get through this pandemic. And I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of numbers here, because although the majority of these programs have closed, such as the PPP, such as our shuttered venues and our restaurant revitalization, these programs in Connecticut, we had over $6 billion in PPP monies that was awarded to Connecticut small businesses. For our economic injury disaster loan, thus far, the program is still open until December 31st, but again, over $2,700,000 for shuttered venue operator grants that assisted a lot of theaters, opera houses, performing arts. We had over $102 million in grants. And for the Restaurant Revitalization Fund, which assisted mostly restaurants, caterers, again, over $301 million. So a lot of money that has gone out to our small businesses during this pandemic. And we want you to know that we can help you make the connection, no matter what stage of business you're in. We have here for Connecticut, we have our main offices in Hartford, Connecticut. We have an alternative work site in Bridgeport, Connecticut as well. And for the time being, we have been working remotely, but nevertheless, anything that has to do with economic development, with our resource partners, with helping you access these services, we have here some contact information. I have here mine. I have here two of my colleagues, Tanisha Baptiste, Selena Jacobs. These are three of the members of our team. Again, we are a small but very, very mighty team because we are statewide, but nevertheless, we want you to know that if you reach out to us, we will get back to you and we will put you in contact with that resource that you need to help you get you to the next level. And we are now going to stop sharing the PowerPoint and open this up for questions. I have here some contact information, which is our main number, 860-240-4700. I have here our email address if you need to send us an email. Our website, www.sba.gov/CT for Connecticut. And please follow us on Twitter at SBA_Connecticut. So we are now going to go to the chat.
Thank you, Moraima. And I think we can really sum it up that the SBA is here to walk alongside our Connecticut businesses, along with our resource partners. We don't do it alone. We're a small office, but with our resource partners, they really expand our reach. And that's what we want to talk about today. We want to talk about the resources that we can share with the Better Business Bureau attendees. And no matter where you are, no matter what industry you're in, I think from this presentation, you can see that we can help you with access to capital, that our resource partners can help you with your marketing plan, can help you with your projections, can help you, even starting out. By starting out your business correctly, you're going to have a greater percentage chance of succeeding. And it's really nice in the chat. We can see that one of our attendees has actually used the University of Hartford Entrepreneurial Center, and they were a very great help to that organization. So Jackie, we don't see any questions in the chat. Do you have any for us?
I don't. But I do want to thank you guys so much for doing this and for your continued partnership over the last quite a few years, and especially during the pandemic. I think you guys really were a great resource for our accredited businesses, jumping on, doing webinars almost last minute sometimes to provide valuable information. And this was, I mean, we have more I can't think of the word. Abbreviations? No, that's not the right word. Than we do. And we have a lot in the BBB world. So
Acronyms.
There we go.
Yes.
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 I can't believe you remember them all. That's a lot to remember. But thank you. I mean, your programming, the information is invaluable. And we hope that our accredited businesses can take something away today and utilize that.
Great. And a lot of times, Jackie, what Moraima and I do is simply making that connection for them, right? They call us up and they say, you know, we're at this process. Where do we go next? And we say, you know, that's where our Procurement Technical Assistance Center, PTAC, can help you, right? It's really almost navigating all of the services, and that can become overwhelming, right? So that's really where we are, and we love to help. And I think what Moraima also mentioned is that our office is unique. We have many bilingual team members, so we can often present and help in English, Spanish, Portuguese, and Chinese as well.
That's wonderful. Thank you. And I will say too, we've had people come to us, our accredited businesses, you know, after events that we've had and just in general, you know, asking for information. And you guys have been a great resource as partners with us, where we can just reach out, get that information, connect them with the right office or right division at SBA, or, you know, whom they should speak with. And you guys have been great partners there. So if anybody attending or anybody watching afterwards needs anything or has any questions, you can always go. I know Moraima put in the chat all of the resources, but you can also reach out to us and we can help connect you to the right person as well.
Excellent.
So thank you guys so much for coming and doing this today and providing these valuable resources to our businesses here in Connecticut. I think our missions really do align.
Yes.
So thank you.
Excellent. And much success for the remainder of your summit.
Thank you so much. And just speaking to that, you know, we have a little break now. Everybody can go and, you know, grab a snack or use the restroom, do what you need to do. Our next session starts at 12 noon. And it is working remotely, successfully, and securely in 2021. We will have Rod Wilson from Rad Computing, owner of Rad Computing, an accredited business here in Connecticut, talking to kind of how things have shifted. Many businesses had to switch things up at the beginning of the pandemic, went to remote work, and now kind of taking a step back, looking at where we are and if our software and our data and our staff is safe, secure, and also as efficient and productive as they could be when working remotely. So we hope you can join us at 12. Visit betterbusinesssummit.com to register if you have not already. And we look forward to seeing you at other sessions throughout the day. Have a great day, everyone.